Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to part 4 of the Majora's Mask commentary. And we're not actually proceeding with plot this time. This is what I like to call a scavenger part, where all we're focusing on is getting pieces of heart and upgrades. So sit back, enjoy your hot cocoa, tea, beer, antifreeze. What else do people drink?
I'm drinking water.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Yeah, because I am normal and boring.
The blood of the innocent? Apple juice. Yes.
Oh, hello, Dracula. Didn't know you joined us today. Sorry I'm a bit unprepared. Nobody told me about this guest appearance.
Oh, you're getting the 200 rupees here.
This is how I usually begin my 3-day cycle. A fresh cycle, anyway.
This is a random tangent to mention right at this point, but I am so glad Hyrule Warriors kept treasure chests.
What do you mean? Just like treasure chests in general? Like to open
Treasure chests complete with animation and treasure chest opening music theme, yes.
Yeah, watching Ganondorf just utterly kick the shit out of a chest to get the heart piece inside is pretty humorous.
I haven't reached that point. I basically got to the bit where you get to play through the Ocarina, the Skyward Sword, the Twilight Princess levels. So.
Okay.
I mean the good game, the mad game, and the shit game.
Which is which, though?
I don't know.
I think that should be fairly obvious.
Obviously, Skyward Sword is the good game, Ocarina of Time is the mad game, and Twilight Princess is the shit game.
Oh, snap. Leave a comment. Tell us what you think they are.
Okay, so for our first cycle, pretty much I begin the day by getting that pretty easy to get 100 chest rupee, because the thing about Majora's Mask, I'm not sure if this applied to Ocarina of Time. If you rolled off of a ledge, you jump farther.
Yeah, it applied there too.
Okay. You can use that to get on top of these pillars to get to a chest that has 100 rupees easily. Besides that, though, it is disgustingly easy to rack up the rupees in this game. There are so many things, mini games, enemies. You know, you can go the tried and true bush method if you want to. You're going to be racking up the dough in no time. And it's a good thing, too, because,
One thing I will say about this game from what I'm seeing is the town, the one town in the game looks so much more interesting than the one town in Ocarina of Time.
Well, the one town in, the Hyrule town, Hyrule Castle area,
Hyrule Castle.
you know, it had a plaza and it had a back alley.
Yeah.
And that was about it.
And it had a lot of pre-rendered backgrounds that make it look like absolute shite if you try to emulate it.
It does. It's amazing how much better it looks in the 3DS version. But I will agree that Termina very much feels like a hub town, as opposed it feels like a real place, which I can say is a strength of this game.
I love it. Next to, I would say, Windfall is probably my favorite, like, main hub in a 3D Zelda.
It's my favorite, without a
It's
doubt.
just like if there's one complaint I have with Ocarina of Time compared to other 3D Zeldas, is that Ocarina's town sections feel kind of weak in comparison. Whereas, there are a couple town areas in Ocarina, but all of them feel very compact. Whereas from Majora's Mask onward, there's a lot of room to run around and explore and talk to people and everything.
Well, it's all based on the structure of both games. You know, Ocarina of Time was very, linear with what they wanted you to do. It's like, okay, here's point A to point B. Here's what you got to do. Here's what you got to do. Here's where you should be next. So Majora's Mask, this is the central hub area because of how the time traveling system works. So they had to make, they want to make it a little more cozy. This is where you rendezvous. This is where you relax. This is where, take the time to build up your supplies if needed. Get the rupees.
The fact that you had to spend 5 minutes angling just right so that you could get that heart piece shows exactly why I hate auto jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, less the auto jump though, more the limited camera of the N64 days.
Well, I think it's more that if it's just so that you can jump off ledges, whatever. But they make you platform, and if you have to platform with it, no.
Well, here's the thing though. In the the N64 Zeldas, basically your only way of controlling the camera was pushing a button to angle it directly behind Link. Whereas in the later games, you could manually control the camera and thus more precisely angle your auto jumps if you had to.
Not in all 3D Zeldas. I think it was in Wind Waker and maybe the GameCube port of Twilight Princess. Certainly,
Yeah, the
Skyward Sword.
GameCube port. Well, the GameCube port's the one I played. I have like no freaking idea what the limits of the Wii version are, apart from the fact that, oh God, we can turn into the Team Ninja Fairy. Back to what I was talking about. The only thing I know about the Wii version of Twilight Princess is that it's a lot easier to aim your bow, and that the entire world is mirrored because they needed to put Link's sword in the same hand that most people are holding their remote for some reason.
Fuck it, let's flip the entire game.
For more information on Twilight Princess, the Wii version, please see the HFC playthrough of Twilight Princess. Plug over.
You shameless motherfucker.
Never give me a chance. I will take it.
Okay, alright.
But yeah, the funny thing was, though, I had a Wii. I picked up the GameCube version on purpose because I didn't want to put up with the remote. And I'm so glad I did, though, because it just plays better on the GameCube.
Well, it was designed for the GameCube.
Yeah, I know.
So if you restore the fairy fountain again, you get a free refill of your green magic. That's called good and dandy. But you also get the Great Fairy Mask, which will come into play later on. Trust me.
So what's with this weird blue-haired mask?
That is the Keife mask. The woman that we just passed there is Keife. It is pronounced Keife, right?
It is Keife, yeah.
It's
that green-haired lady must really enjoy her job.
Yeah.
It's like how many receptionists do you see dancing at their desks?
I think she's also head of the mini games in one of the. I think in East Clocktown. Well, at least it has a similar model. She has a thing for Gorons, but you didn't hear that from me.
This music is like really weird. It's like exclusive to this scene alone, I think. Don't quote me on that.
Yes, it is. You know, this is the mayor's office. You can actually see that the townspeople and the guardsmen are at arms because they're debating whether or not should we evacuate the town. That moon is coming down. And the townspeople are like, you guys are worried for nothing. The festival must go on. It's kind of like Batman '89.
Yeah, they're. The guards are all like, we need to evacuate before the moon crashes down and kills us all, and the townspeople are like, no, business, commerce, we can't quit now.
It's a phase, I assure you, the death phase. Yeah, but that's completely optional though. Unless you're not getting a heart piece from that area for a long time, but you can go there, to get some idea that the town is at a state of unease because of the moon. I mean, who wouldn't be?
There's a giant moon with an angry face bearing down on the town. Yeah, I would be a bit uneasy too.
And the cool thing is, as you go through each day, and a lot of, I'm not sure all of them, but a lot of the townspeople say different things, as time passes. And the samurai guy, who we got the heart piece from, I think on the final day, if you go in there, there'll be a sign that says it's closed. But if you cut something down at the back of the store,
yeah,
I guess,
the sign on the room.
Yeah, you'll find him cowering back there, basically saying, "I don't want to die."
Yeah, and that actually creeped me out the first time. I found that by accident because on my second playthrough, I was just rummaging around. I wonder how things changed on the final day. So I looked around. I went to his place and it said there was a sign there, but I don't know what compelled me to chop the sign down. But I went down there and I see him cowering in there. I was like, I feel very unsettled now. I think I'll travel back in time now. Thank you.
It's quite similar to the postman, actually, who is constrained by his job and can't flee because he hasn't been ordered to flee. So you just find him pleading for his life in the post office on the.
Well, he's just dumb.
Yeah, he's just dumb.
There's a certain tragedy to it. I say as the name Dumbfuck scrolls across the screen, robbing it of all the depth such a moment might have had otherwise.
Now, you do not need to do the Bombers minigame again as Human Link. If you just walk into the secret area after giving them the password, they'll be so amazed by you knowing the password without you telling them that they'll just give you the notebook.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's amazing. It's a combination of my luggage.
That is a nice touch. Although you can elect to do the hide and seek minigame again.
If you want to. I don't know why you want to, but you don't have to. Yeah. And now we're going to play the Song of Double Time. This immediately takes us to either the night of the day you're already in, or the morning of the next day, if you're playing it at night.
Oh, it's a godsend, but I wish there was another thing that could speed up time a little bit, Because you played the waiting game a lot in Majora's
Yes, unfortunately, that is one of the big gripes I have with Majora's Mask. Even though I love this game to death, I really do. It's just that it does have its problems, and waiting around for certain timed events is one of them. But in case you are unfamiliar with, the Song of Double Time or the Inverse Song of Time, the Scarecrow teaches you them.
Yeah.
If you let him dance free, he tells you about. No, I heard this rumor that if you play a certain song in reverse or play this song double speed, things happen. So
What's that on the floor by the Scarecrow? Is it the script?
I don't know. The wall's telling me to do something here.
So I see you're shuffling everywhere.
Yeah, side hopping. Side hopping is usually like how it's just faster than walking in general.
The Alucard approach to exploration. Excellent.
All right.
Time to bomb some Dodongos!
This fucking room killed me like 2 times over the first time I played.
Bombs are your best friend.
I have a question. I mean, not a question, a confession. It took me like 5 fucking minutes to figure out that I was supposed to do this in Hyrule Warriors 2.
Really? Yeah, I guess only Ocarina of Time aficionados will get that you're supposed to put a bomb in a Dodongo's mouth.
No, they said to I think that people say to bomb it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Ah! Sorry, I forgot the Dongos explode.
No, it's like, I should have known that from the meme alone. But I just didn't figure it out until, like... And you know what? I landed the killing blow just as the battle ended and I lost, too. It was the most insulting thing.
By the way, how big are, like, Termina, or whatever the phrase is, Dodongos? They're huge in this game.
Yeah, those models are the baby Dodongos in Ocarina of Time, weren't they? Yeah, now they're super big in this one, but they are weak to bombs. In fact, I recommend bombs because long-range combat, every time you strike at the Dodongo in the back, it does a tail swipe, which for young Link I think is a heart loss. So you don't want to get caught in that. You get 50 rupees per Dodongo though, and a piece of heart once you kill both of them. That's our first piece of heart in Termina.
There were songs written on the cliff there, weren't there?
Mm-hmm.
What
yes,
songs
you play
are
that, you get some free rupees. That's it though.
Speaking of, there was a difference in damage that you would suffer in attacks between Kid Link and Adult Link in Ocarina?
Yes, I believe so.
But in this game, you're stuck with Kid Link's shitty stamina.
Well, no, they kind of buffed him up a little bit.
Oh, okay. So mid-Link, then.
So that really took me aback. I don't usually interject stuff like that in my playthroughs.
Gonna blow up the bomb lady, gonna blow up the bomb lady, gonna blow up the bomb lady, gonna blow up the bomb lady.
You fucking monsters! I don't want to be here anymore. Alright, so 12 o'clock midnight of the first day, the bomb lady will get robbed by this asshole. I think his name is Sakon or Sakon or something like that.
Yeah.
You stop the robbery. She will be internally grateful, but she'll also give you a new mask, and you can't damage this asshole yet.
You can kill him. You
can kill him if you shoot an arrow while he's carrying the bomb bag, but don't do that, otherwise it makes a side quest unavailable.
Wait, you can actually, like, legitimately kill him?
Yes.
Don't do it. Don't shoot the bag with arrows.
Only do it after you complete the game.
Yeah, it's cathartic.
Yeah, it's good. It's cathartic as fuck. I completely agree. But don't do it until after you complete the side quest.
Do it, then go back in time and complete the side quest.
Yeah.
Properly again.
You can, I suppose so, yes. But rescuing the lady does 2 things actually.
It opens up her store in the town.
It gives you the blast mask, which is a permanent bomb. You explode it, and you have to wait for it to recharge.
Oh, so you can blow up your own face. That's excellent.
And you don't take damage if you're shielding.
If you hold the shield button while you're exploding, you don't take any damage at all.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's a glitch of some sort. Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was intentional. Not sure.
Well, it said that you take damage when you use it in the little description thing, so I think they were intending you to do it so you wouldn't have unlimited bombs, but,
Maybe.
But the explosion is a bit in front of you, so the shield technically blocks it, yeah.
What the fuck is this?
I'm sickened but curious.
What? What?
It's the Spirit Dancer, Kamaro.
Spirit Dancer. Okay.
His soul is at ease, and now we're going to find the secondary use of the Song of Healing.
To do stuff.
You do it to,
Heal.
To heal people, yeah.
Oh, so it's like flashing your camera in people's face in Sonic Unleashed.
So, what's your cue to use the Song of Healing on this guy? Or are you just supposed to play it at everyone?
I'm pretty sure he said heal my soul or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is not a mask. That is wearing a person on your face. It doesn't look like a mask. It looks like it wears like a mask, but it's like you're wearing an entire person's body on your head.
I will become a giraffe.
Wasn't this guy in Ocarina?
Yes,
Yeah.
lots of people in this game were from Ocarina. Okay, good. Moving on. Oh, calm down.
This guy wanted to be in a band. He wanted to be a band leader, but the man who made the band chose a dog instead. This guy lost to a dog.
Oh, age-old story.
Oh, Bremen, you're such a card. Oh, that's Guru, actually. Yeah, but listen to his story. He gives you the Bremen mask. It doesn't really do anything by itself, but we'll get some use out of it later on. But in the meantime, we got a mask from Kamaro, and we can use that now.
You can put the Bremen mask on and fight like a Hawkman.
Oh wait, do you put on that mask to dance with the weird dancey people at night?
Yes.
Okay.
You're learning.
You're picking up a lot of masks, by the way.
Most of them are useless, though.
This is a pretty efficient route, I gotta say.
Well,
Zelda Dungeon.
Out of all the no, actually, game facts.
No, pure John.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Link's face is gone. They don't render Link's face when he's wearing a mask. It's just gone.
It's not God, it's that the mask is just covering his face.
No, you're looking with your eyes. Look with your heart.
No, he doesn't have a mouth or face on his model right now.
Again, heart, not eyes.
That's because the actual mask model, if you were looking at it, has a portion that covers his face, but doesn't actually have anything on it.
So maybe it's like netted material, you can see through it just a bit. I don't know. But you wear the mask and you start dancing in front of these girls, they are so enthralled by your faceless beauty, they give you a piece of heart.
Oh, we just love creepy zombie unicorns. And my Wii U just turned on it. It's advertising Bayonetta 2. Not interested. Back to Zelda.
Okay, and that is the only use for the Kamaro mask.
Congrats.
Okay, because I was wondering how to get them to dance for me, so, not like that.
Okay. That came out a bit wrong.
Okay, so let's talk to this guy again so we can see the moon laugh, cry, pass a stone in anguish, whatever it emits a tear. There's also a secondary purpose to this, and there he is over there. Come on, no, not on the skull, kid. There he is, right there. You're looking for this dude. Once he appears, don't take your eyes off of him. He also has a piece of heart.
You need to follow him in here.
You need to follow him and watch him enter a specific hole. Now, the thing is, if you lose track of him, you can still get the piece of heart if you just happen to guess the hole that he falls into.
Can you just guess the hole, anyway? Or do you have to go into the...
You have to go into the hole that he enters.
Well, no, I mean, but...
No, you don't have to watch him, but
So you
it's
could...
highly recommended.
Yeah, it's highly recommended so you can get the exact location of where he lands.
Otherwise, you're going to be wasting a lot of time just
Yeah,
looking
I
around.
lost sight of him, and you only have one chance to do it because he only does it once per cycle, I believe. So, don't mess up. And I like to say it coincidentally, I just happened to pick the right hole because I lost sight of him on the telescope.
I didn't know about any of this because, like I said, I don't really go for heart pieces. I just go for
Have you
masks.
have you ever 100% of Majora's Mask?
No, never.
And it's your favorite one?
Well, you don't have to 100% it to be your favorite one.
Well,
in the
I know,
series,
it's
I
just,
believe.
and it's just a lot, with a lot of my favorite games, I try to go 100% for them, so...
100% for me is getting all the masks. That's all I really need.
Okay, well, that's
Yeah.
a sensible,
Getting all the pieces of heart does sound like a pretty demanding task. Majora's Mask has the most heart pieces of any Zelda game. I think it's 52.
Due to lack of dungeons.
Yeah,
yes.
it's because of the dungeon stuff, as Tom was mentioning in an earlier part. Yeah, it's because there's not many dungeons in this game to give you full heart containers. You have to get heart pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, you can haggle them down?
Yeah, you can haggle him to... He offers it initially for 150. If you tell him no, he'll lower it to 100. Always do that, unless you got the rupees to spend and you want to show off. And then he leaves.
Well, because you found a secret spot.
What am I going to do with this? All he has is a single crate that probably has a single green rupee. What a cheapskate. He's probably taking all the rupees with him.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Maybe if I follow him.
I like
I'm
how
not
there
gonna
are
do that.
plants in this universe that naturally develop helicopter propellers, by the way.
Now, this is Termina. Who knows what goes on here?
Yeah, speaking of, that's actually a pretty good segue because I'm thinking we're going to encounter a specific type of helicopter plant. The only one in the game, actually.
Right, they have pea hats in this too. Ugh, hate
One
those
pea hat.
assholes.
And it's the only pea hat in the entire game. And you have to defeat it to get a piece of heart. The pea hats in Ocarina of Time, especially my first playthrough, scared the shit out of me.
Oh,
What,
yeah.
just because of how big they were?
Yeah, because it's like, oh look, there's the Hylian pineapple. I always wanted to have a taste. Why is it getting off of the ground? Did it just grow helicopter propellers? It's chasing me.
Oh god, make it stop!
There it is, pea hat.
That's like a mini boss.
These guys are dicks in Smash Run 2.
Yeah, because they got a lot of range. You know, but the trick with pea hats, though, is that, you know, it's pretty easy to tell when they're turning their blades towards you, so as long as you got your shield up, they can't touch you. But once their core is exposed like that, just go to town. If you're quick enough, they'll never touch you. I don't recommend jump slashes, though. Just do quick vertical, just quick stabs like that.
They'll
There you go,
never
and it
touch
blows
you.
up.
John loses 3 hearts.
Yeah, I lose 3 hearts, yeah. I said if you're good enough. I didn't say I was good enough.
It was implied that you were good enough.
Either way, nicely done.
Yes.
Hey, a win's a win.
That's what I tell myself
I
every day.
Yeah, I'm currently 1-8 in full glory mode, but hey, man, I got that one.
Hell yeah.
All right, we'll proceed with plot at the next part. I promise, guys.